Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second game of this doubleheader between the Central Penn Knights and the Bucks County Community College Centurions. The women's team came away with the win in the first game of the doubleheader. Now the men's team looking to do the same here in this second game. Tyler, what do you think the keys are going to be for the men to come away with a win here?
Well, I think it's going to be a lot of the same thing like the women's game earlier. Got to limit the turnovers. You get free throws, got to knock them down, play smart basketball. Don't give up too many second chance points, and just play clean.
Absolutely. Well, hey, the men's team managed to do that last time we saw them here at home. They played 5 Towns College, got the win 97-85, played very clean basketball, and they came away with the win. So looking to see if they can do the same thing here. And King, a rough start, will get called for the travel, and it will be Bucks ball. Starting lineup for the Knights, we have Deshaun King, Khalil Dukes, Darius Wallace, Anthony McClinton, and Riley Young on the floor. Definitely a very offensive lineup, but they can play some very solid defense as they showed last time we were here. Inside, off the side of the backboard, dishes out. And for the three-pointer, that is Jeremy Henry to open up the scoring in a quick 3-0 lead. Takes the ball down the court. King drives, puts up the layup. Dukes try to go, tip it back to King. It will be a rebound though from the Bucks. There you go. There's a tip there. Steal from the Knights. Coming back down.
Trying to get on the fast break.
Young for the three. Just a little bit long off the mark. Henry comes down with the rebound. Oh, and Dukes will get called for the blocking foul. Could have gone either way, yeah. But I think that was the correct call.
Those are definitely always tough. Could have easily taken the charge.
Absolutely. It's just got to look at where, if he gets his feet set, I don't believe Dukes were. We'll get called for the blocking foul. And Henry will make the free throw. 6-0 early. Knights need to get something going here on offense. Clinton almost lost his footing. King taking it in. Shoots the floater. And the Knights have their first 2 points of the game.
Knights are bringing a little bit of a press here, it looks like.
See if that pays off for him. Meanwhile, a wide open corner from 3 misses long. They will say that is off the center Heath, and it will be Knights ball.
Central Penn caught a little bit of a break there because he had a wide open 3 there.
Absolutely, he just misjudged it a little bit too much mustard on it. It'll be Knights ball. And around the perimeter, now Dukes pulls up from the free throw line, and good, just like that. 4-point swing, Knights are right back in this one. Heath working on Young, and a pretty easy layup there. Definitely a little bit of a mismatch, and Heath made it look like that.
You got to think Bucks College is going to be looking for that matchup more here as the game goes on.
Absolutely, the Knights have to find a way to maybe counter that. Maybe get 2 bodies on there instead of letting that be a one-on-one ISO. King trying to work in the corner, steps back, 3-pointer, a little bit off the mark. Heath comes down with the rebound, and it'll be Bucks ball again. Now Henry coming down the court. Finds Heath for the 3. Ooh. Off the mark, loose ball. Dukes will come down with it. Now McClinton going straight in. Ooh, layup just off the mark.
There you go.
Unfortunately for the Knights, an errant pass.
Gonna get the ball right back here.
What are you looking here for the Knights to get something going on offense here, Tyler?
Potentially looking for a little bit of pick and roll action. Maybe try to get the ball inside the paint. They've had some outside shots so far that haven't fallen.
So far Bucks been doing a pretty good job of guarding the perimeter. See if they can get something down low. They were trying to do that there with Young and King. Now Young sets the screen. King drives in. I believe that was Heath will get called for the foul, and King will head to the line. Nice play there from King to draw the foul. Almost got the N1 finish. but he will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, if they can't get the outside shots to fall early, try to get the ball in the paint and get those fouls. Always take the easy free throws.
Absolutely, and I will say, as King makes the first free throw, I will say the size advantage is a little bit on Buck's side, so if they could somehow find a way to win in the paint, that would be absolutely massive for the Knights here today. King will make both free throws. You know, the offensive side, the Knights will be looking to use their speed to their advantage. Meanwhile, Buck's coming straight down, and Keith with the fancy finish there. And there's just not really much you can do with a 2-on-1.
No, with the layup. With the Knights bringing that full court pressure, it's leaving Heath open down there under the basket, so they're going to have to try to figure that out.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to find a way to plant him. Meanwhile, McClinton took the long-range 2, could not go. Marion, from the corner, drives in for the easy layup. And Coach Martin will call the timeout. Knights trail by 6 here early. We want to real quick give out a shout-out to our sponsor, Weis Markets, for sponsoring all the games this season. Weis Markets proudly supports our military. As a thank you for our appreciation, Weis Markets offers a 10% discount on participating Weis brand products every Thursday to all active duty, reserve, retired, and military veterans. Thank you for your service, and you can see the store for more details. (16-10). Game just underway. Here in the first half, Knights trail it by 6. They trail 12-6. Need to get something going here on offense.
Be interesting to see what play call they have drawn up here out of the timeout. I'll try to get momentum back on their side here a little bit.
Absolutely. We'd love to see some ball movement. Try and get something. Good look here. McClinton finds Wallace at the top of the key. McClinton looking for, he fakes the 3, and it's just short off the mark, but a loose ball. King fights for it, gets it. McClinton driving in. Oh, wow. Could have got called for an up and down, but unfortunately it will not go the Knights' way.
And got a foul here on the other end.
I believe that will be on, I believe that was McClinton on the foul. And Octavio Alexander will head to the line for 2. This is the first free throw. We have Walker checking into the game from McClinton. And he will miss both free throws, and Deuce comes down with the rebound. That was absolutely massive.
Yes. Bucks College here bringing a little full court press.
Knights seeming to work around that though. King working down in the paint, finds Wallace up at the top. That's King, the long range 3 off the mark, but Young will come down with the rebound. Walker for 3. Just off the mark. Young again with another hard-fought rebound. Puts it back up. And the make.
Pulled down that second offensive rebound. Nice to see him score. I like the hard effort.
Absolutely. Completely saved that possession there, and a nice play by Young. Meanwhile, on the other side, Heath working on Young, and that's an easy put up there. Just like that, they get those 2 points right back.
Yeah, Heath seems a little too comfortable there scoring under the basket, so the Knights got to figure out how to stop that.
Yeah, it just looks like every single time he's getting the ball, he's going straight to the paint, attacking right at Young, and so far he hasn't had too much trouble down there. Knights definitely need to look to maybe try and get away and get a double teed on him when he does that. Meanwhile, Wallace for 3! A terrific shot there over the defender. And just like that, this is a 3-point game. Alexander from 3. And counter for counter, blow for blow. Seems like every single time the Knights get something done on offense, Bucks County responds. I think King tried to go for the no-look pass to Young at the wing there, but he overshot it just a little bit, and that will go out of bounds.
Yeah, to your point, Dalton, it was bucket for bucket there, and then unfortunately the Knights turn it over, so hopefully they can get a defensive stop.
Hopefully, I mean, if the pattern follows, then hopefully we'll get a stop here. Also forgot to mention that Harrison has checked into the game for King, looking to provide a little bit more defense here, a little more height. Heath working on Young, takes the three-pointer, and already Jaquise Heath has let his presence be known from both the three-point line and in the paint. An offensive threat for Bucks has them out by 9.
Don't usually see too many big men shooting the ball from out there.
No, but he seems pretty comfortable doing so. Meanwhile, Wallace is looking to drive there. A little bit of contact with Alexander.
It's tough to D up though, because if Heath can score in the paint and from the outside the arc.
No, absolutely. When we see at the NBA level, you see a couple big men nowadays that can do it from both levels. You have guys like Joel Embiid. You have guys like Nikola Jokic, Wemby. I mean, it's kind of hard to guard that, so hopefully the Knights can find an answer. This is Moultrie who was driving in. Dishes out to Dukes. Moultrie in the corner from 3, but the shot, even if it did make, will not count. Shot clock violation. And it will be Bucks ball. That was Henry driving down, but the steal. Moultrie finds Dukes under the rim, and a nice full court pass there. Dukes with the layup.
Got the turnover, led to the easy points.
Heath going straight in. This is the first layup. And on the second one, we'll get called for the foul.
Yeah, he's not afraid to take the contact under there.
Absolutely not. That was Moultrie. Got called for the foul there. Heath not afraid of the contact, looking to draw the foul, and he got it. He will make first free throw. He makes both, just like that.
Yeah.
Knights trail it by 9, 22-13.
Gonna get a timeout, it looks like. Oh. They have a little bit shot clock.
Yep, shot clock issue. Reset it.
So Heath knocking down the threes and the free throws.
He's just been on all facets of the offensive game. He's clicking right now. Big reason why Bucks needs it by 9 here. 12 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in this first half. Duke's looking to go to work here. At the wing. Little spin move. Takes the jumper. Off the mark, and Heath will come down with the rebound. Wallace almost came away with a steal there, just a little bit off timing with that jump. 23 going to work. Duke.
Oh, nice.
He keeps fighting, keeps getting offensive rebounds, keeps putting them back up. Now Alexander puts it up, and he'll get called for the foul.
Man, that was a heck of a sequence.
Absolutely, and you want the Knights to try and get some kind of defensive rebound there, but Tyshawn Dukes and Alexander were both there under the rim, and they just kept getting offensive rebounds. And if you let them do that, they're either gonna get called for the foul or they're gonna get the bucket.
Yeah, they gave Bucks County too many opportunities there.
Alexander heads to the free throw line. He will miss the first one. Already 4 quick fouls for the Knights. Not exactly what you're looking for. Hopefully they can avoid some of those as this game progresses.
Yeah, we saw that earlier on in the women's game. A couple of the top scorers went down with foul trouble. So
absolutely, and unfortunately for them, they were still lucky to come away with the win. But if they continue to play like the way they are on the offensive side for Bucks, it will be kind of hard to come back from that. Harrison tried to take the jumper there, a little bit off the mark. Alexander going to work, Henry driving in with the floater and the make. This is now a 12-point game, 25-13. Bucks extending their lead. Knights need to find a way to make a comeback here. Walker finding Moultrie in the corner for three. Off the mark, loose ball. And Walker tried to grab it there. He ends up slapping the ball out of bounds. It will be Bucks County ball.
The Knights just having some issues getting their shots to drop here.
Yeah, they're getting open looks. They just unfortunately aren't getting them to go. We have a couple new people checking in. Cooper and McClinton checking in for Walker and Wallace. Some good ball movement here. Moultrie with the steal and the save. Nice play there from Moultrie.
Knights out on the break.
Yep, Cooper into the corner. Harrison for three, off the mark. Loose ball. Cooper gets it back. 16 seconds left here on the shot clock, and a nice spin move there from Cooper.
And the Knights got to get something going offensively here.
Yep, they need to find any way to get points on the board here. Cannot have another empty possession. Harrison with the jumper. Off the mark. Dukes had the rebound there. Almost lost it, but got it back. And Marion was about to go up there for the layup, and Cooper tried to swat it free. Unfortunately, got a little bit too much contact there, and Marion will head to the free throw line.
That's the 5th foul already on Central Penn. It's only halfway through this first half.
Absolutely, that is not something you want to see. You do not want some of your key guys already getting into foul trouble. Riley Young checks back into the game for Moultrie. As we just saw, Moultrie, who just checked out already with 2 fouls of his own.
There we go. That's a big break, missing both free throws.
Yep, missing both free throws. I think that might be back-to-back times where Bucks missed both of their free throws. They're giving the Knights an opportunity to try and get back in this game to see if they can do something with it. Cooper into the corner for Young. Harrison. Dukes now getting backed up. Some solid defense there by Marion. Now McClinton going to work. Takes the jumper off the mark. Dukes had the rebound in his hand, but he smacked it out of his own hand, and it will be Knights ball.
The Knights are fortunate to keep possession after that.
Absolutely, definitely was looking like it was going to go the other way, but Dukes, the other Dukes, gives the Knights the gift. Meanwhile, Khalil Dukes, and the nice spin around jumper. Just like that. Knights bring it within 10.
They got to get some defensive stops here.
Tyshawn Dukes there for the three off the mark, and Khalil Dukes with the rebound. Cooper lost his footing. Tyshawn Dukes coming away with the steal there. Riddle on the outside trying to go to work on Cooper, loses it. The steal by Harrison, and Cooper is wide open for the layup.
Take that all game long.
Just like that. Nice little 4-point swing there from the Knights.
Back down to single digits.
That's exactly what they need to do here. And it looked like Riley Young was the last one to touch it on the block. And it will remain Bucks County ball. Meanwhile, Heath has checked back into the game for Stargell.
Gotta imagine Bucks County is going to be looking to go back through him.
Absolutely. Dukes working on Dukes. Puts up the layup, and a little bit of bouncing around on the rim, and it will fall. And Coach Martin will call another timeout. Knights trail it 27-17. Just south of 9 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Freshness matters, especially in produce. Weis Markets knows the importance of fresh produce. We take the time to hand stack our produce instead of selling it from the box to ensure every item is great quality and guaranteed fresh for our customers. Visit weismarkets.com/gas-rewards for more information.
Yes, and of course we also want to, again, give a quick shout out to Weis again for sponsoring all the men's and women's basketball games as well as the baseball games coming up very shortly, just in a few short days. Baseball team has their first game going down to Mid-Atlantic Christian, and then I believe their first home game will be in early March. Knights definitely need to find a way to get something going on offense, trailing by 10. Would like to see some ball movement, just something to get any points on the board.
It's not that they're not getting open shots, it's just not many falling so far, so I like the effort. Definitely got to, when those shots aren't falling, got to keep the second looks going.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can't really discount their effort. They've been absolutely, moving, both on the offensive and defensive side. They just need to have some of these shots go their way. Cooper was trying to go inside there to Young, I believe. He'll instead dish it off to Harrison in the corner. Now McClinton with the spin finds Young in the corner for three. Just off the mark. Harrison comes down with the rebound. Now McClinton for three. Off the mark again. Young comes down with the rebound. And there you go. That's all you got to do. Just keep getting those offensive rebounds. Keep giving yourself some chances to get some shots up. And just like that, I'm away with 2 points.
They can score on the second chance opportunities. That's going to be the way to keep them in the game.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Dukes working on Dukes. Misses. Cooper comes down with the rebound. Harrison going in.
Doesn't look like that basket's going to count.
I don't think so. I think that might have been Harrison on the offensive foul. And the ball will go the other way. Young almost got the steal there on Heath. And a good hustle play there from Young to stay in it and come away with the steal. McClinton with the deep two from the corner and another make. And it's hustle like that that's going to have the Knights fighting in this game. Now only trail by 6.
Yeah, Young definitely helped out keeping that possession alive.
Meanwhile, Henry missed the layup. Young and McClinton both tried to go for the rebound, couldn't get it, and then Heath was right there to pick up the loose ball and put it up. Harrison, another deep two from the corner, and another make.
Had an open shot there as well, so it was nice to see it go down. And now the turnover.
There you go. Marion loses the ball. Harrison comes away with the loose ball and the steal. Cooper looking for McClinton in the corner, drives in. And he will draw the foul there on Tyshawn Dukes and will head to the line for 2. Definitely a little bit confusing out there with 2 Dukes on the floor, but I think we can figure it out. And McClinton will make the first free throw. As we have Deshaun King checking back into the game for Riley Young. Young had a definitely very good showing there on the floor.
McClinton shooting 89% from the free throw line.
Absolutely, he's been absolutely money from the free throw line this year.
Definitely a player you want taking those free shots.
And just like that,
got them both.
Comes away with 2. Yeah, McClinton has been a very solid player for the Knights this year, both coming off the bench in a day, getting the start. Both offensive and defensive side, he's been absolutely massive for the Knights this year.
Ooh.
And just like that, you put the double team on Heath
Got the turnover,
with Dukes and Cooper there, and you cause the travel and the turnover. So maybe that will be the answer for Heath and the Knights here in the remainder of this game. Knights only trail by 4 now.
It'd be huge to capitalize here after that turnover.
Absolutely.
Cut the lead down even more.
Absolutely. Dukes. Jump up. Pull-up jumper. My apologies. Unfortunately, will not get it to go. Heath with the easy rebound. Uncontested. Inside to Heath. Surprised he didn't try to take McClinton down into the post. And just like that, Marion will get called for the travel. And again, another turnover from Bucks. Letting the Knights fall back in this one.
Yeah, these turnovers are helping them stay in the game right now.
Absolutely. The Bucks County's given them every opportunity to get back in this game. And the last couple of possessions, the Knights have capitalized. Meanwhile, King up for the layup and a nice underhand finish there. And just like that, this is a 2-point game. They were trailing by as many as 12. Ooh, and unfortunate there. Harrison tried to go for the block, and Heath on the pump fake. There was nowhere else for Harrison to go but to land on Heath's back, and he will head to the line. Taking a look at the live stats here again, you can always visit centralpennknights.com for all of our men's and women's home games. So far for the Knights, leading the way is King and Dukes, both with 6 points. Anthony McClinton and Riley Young both have 4. Darius Wallace with 3. On Bucks County side, as we mentioned, Heath, he's been an absolute force on the offensive side. 13 points already with 8 rebounds.
There you go.
He will miss
both of them.
Both free throws here. The second time today, Heath missed both. Now McClinton tried to find King in the corner for the 3, and no-look pass just off the mark. And a turnover there from the Knights.
It would have been a huge possession if they could have capitalized on those 2 missed free throws. But fortunately, they gave Bucks County the ball right back.
Absolutely, and I think part of the issue here, meanwhile, Heath takes the long 3 off the mark, but a rebound by Alexander and a good pass under the rim to Marion for the easy layup. But as I was going to say, I feel like some of the ball movement here for the Knights has been pretty clean, but they have a couple possessions where they just try to get a little bit too fancy, and they end up with turnovers. Now McClinton, a good pass inside to Dukes.
Oh, that one just rolled out.
Rolls around the rim, unfortunately will not go. And an unfortunate break there for the Knights. Had the open layup and a nice play there by Dukes. Unfortunately, just could not get it to fall.
Luckily, they keep possession here, so got to try to score.
Yep, Knights trail it 31-27. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in this first half. Harrison was trying to find King and threw it off the back of Marion's arm, and it will remain Knights ball. Also, we had Darius Wallace check into the game. Now Anthony McClinton will check in for Harrison.
Just a little over 5 minutes left here in the first half. Another
Cooper for the long-range 3. Unfortunately, cannot get it to go.
Another long shot that just rolled out.
Yep, another unfortunate break there for the Knights. Riddle came away with the rebound. Now Marion going to work on Wallace. Found Muhammad inside. Puts up the jumper. And it just seems like those type of shots are landing for Bucks where they rattle around the rim, but not for the Knights. King. And a nice jumper there over Morris.
That was,
and a nice finish there.
That was a tough contested shot.
Cooper almost came away with the steal. Morris with the 3 off the mark. Cooper and King both fighting for the rebound. King goes inside, and another nice jumper there from Deshaun King. And the Knights are back within 2.
Seems like every time the Knights get it to a 2-point game, Bucks County's able to pull away a little bit here, so let's see what the defense can do.
Yep, definitely need to stop, and they will not get it. Muhammad in the corner for too much space there. Wide open 3. Just like that. Bucks kind of extend their lead here a little bit.
Yeah, defense got to tighten up on those shots.
Absolutely, you cannot give people that much space. King, another fadeaway jumper.
Nice.
Will not go, but Cooper, almost like volleyball player, slaps it back up to the rim and gets it to go. Marion driving the lane, will not get it to go. Alexander fighting for the loose ball, comes away with it. Finds Muhammad. Now Muhammad, another open three. This one's off the mark, but a rebound by Marion, and you just cannot let that happen.
Can't keep giving them multiple opportunities.
Yeah, he just had too easy of a lane there. Was not a good box out there for the Knights. He got the easy rebound. McClinton drove the lane there, and he will draw the foul and head to the line for two. Knights trail it 38-33. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in this first half. McClinton will make the first one. Harrison checks into the game for Cooper. McClinton can make this free throw, get a couple stops. Be absolutely massive for the Knights to come back in this game and possibly take the lead. Unfortunately, his second free throw will be off the mark. Tyshawn Dukes will come down with the rebound. And now Bucks looking to extend their lead.
The Knights got to try to get some momentum on their side here.
Absolutely, any way possible.
Just 3 minutes here before the half.
Dukes, a little bit of a mismatch there, working on King. Now Riddle going to work on Wallace, puts up the jumper, will not go. Dukes.
Jump ball.
Both Dukes fighting for the ball there will get called for the jump ball. And it will remain Bucks County ball.
Bucks County's only going to have 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they are. And Coach Martin gives some defensive directions for his players. See what happens here. They're going to look to try and put up a three-pointer. Yeah. Alexander off the mark. Dukes comes down with the rebound.
Just about to say, defensively with only 3 seconds, you just didn't want to foul.
Absolutely. They got the stop they needed, and they came right back down and put points on the board. Deshaun King absolutely on fire here to end the first half. Meanwhile, Tyshawn Dukes, nice move there, comes right down for the easy layup. King going to work on Alexander. Another fall away jumper. This time will not get it to go.
Deshaun King feeling it a little bit.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, could not get it to go. And they're going to say that Riddle was the last one to touch that, and it will be Knights ball. Have a couple substitutions here for Bucks County. Stargell and Heath will check back into the game. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Knights trail at 40-36 if you're just joining us. Dalton Koller, Tyler Coleman on the call.
The Knights have been keeping it close here for most of the first half.
Yep, they've been doing a pretty good job of, capitalizing on turnovers. I believe that was, Alexander. Yep, it was Wallace on the foul on Alexander. He will head to the free throw line. But as I was just mentioning, Knights have done a pretty good job of capitalizing on the mistakes that Bucks County have made. And they've made it what once was a double-digit lead to now only trailing by 2. And Alexander will make that one. That one's off the mark. McClinton will come down with the rebound. Nice, only trail by 4 here. Need to find a way to get on the board and carry some momentum going into the second half. McClinton looking for Harrison. The pump fake. And King made the three-pointer, but it will not count. Gets called for the travel.
That was a tough break.
And an unfortunate turnover for the Knights.
Wide open 3 too.
Yep, and he made it, just unfortunately didn't count. Cooper checked into the game for King. And that was just the thing the Knights could have been looking for there. He would have tied this ball game up.
Defense got to get a big stop here.
Absolutely. Heath working on Dukes. And that is just a mismatch that the Knights cannot put on Heath. Too easy there for him. Minute left to go here in the first half. Knights keeping the ball around the perimeter. Now McClinton driving in. And he will draw the foul there, and it will remain Knights ball.
It seems like every time the Knights can get it to a 1 or 2 point game, Bucks County figures out how to add to the lead a little bit more.
Yeah, they find a matchup that they see, either on the perimeter or in the paint, and they just find a way to put a ball in the basket. Oh, wow, and a rejection there from Heath. Cooper thought he had the wide open layup, but did not. Dukes looked like he was going to maybe go for a jumper there, but instead dishes off. Now Heath driving the lane. Will not get it to go. And Dukes was going up for the rebound, and I believe he was the one who drew the foul, and he will head to the free throw line. I'm not quite sure who got called on the foul there. I believe it might have been Cooper. Knights trailing by 5. Definitely hoping for Dukes to miss both here.
There's a start.
Yep. Halfway there. First one off the mark short. And that one will go.
The Knights really need a basket here.
Yep, and you try and eat up as much clock as possible. Definitely don't want Bucks to get the ball back.
Just need anything positive right now to take into the locker room.
Absolutely. Wallace for the deep three off the mark. Dukes will come down with the rebound. I believe we might have had an issue.
Shot clock?
Yeah, shot clock has been unplugged. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but either way, it will remain Bucks ball.
This would be big if Central Penn can get a stop here.
Absolutely.
Keep it at a 6 point game.
With 20 seconds left here in the first half, need to find a way to force Bucks to put up a shot, not let them drain out clock, and try to find a way to get some points on the board. Henry gets past Cooper, loses the ball. Harrison comes away with the steal. Nice need to capitalize on this. Cooper to Wallace in the corner for 3.
That would have been huge.
Will not go. Dukes tried to go for the 3/4 court shot, just a little bit off the mark to the right, and the Knights, at one point, who trailed by as many as 12, have made it a 6 point game. Only it's 44-38. Some solid defense there at the end from Bucks County to not let the Knights come back to this game. Tyler, what did you see there?
It was definitely a close first half. Like you said, the Knights found a way to get themselves back in the game after being down early. Just unfortunately haven't been able to get their open shots to fall, but I like the second chance opportunities they've been getting, so they definitely have a chance to close out here in the second half with a victory.
Absolutely need to come out of the locker room with some energy here in the second half. Well, we will be right back here just after a few short minutes. Dalton Koller, Tyler Coleman, we'll be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second half. Here, the men's game between the Knights and Bucks County. Knights trail it 44-38. Tyler, we touched on it a little bit before the end of the first half there. What do you think the Knights need to do to come away with a win here?
Well, I think they definitely need to keep up their high energy because they're not playing terrible. Just unfortunately haven't been able to get their open shots to fall. Got to try to cut down on giving so many second opportunities to Bucks County as well, and just tighten up their defense a little bit.
Absolutely agree. Meanwhile, Henry takes the three, will not go, and after a couple offensive rebounds, Wallace will come away with the loose ball. Looked like he was going to drive the lane, but then passes out to Young. Young does the same thing, finds King for the three, and it's off to the mark. Morris will come away with the rebound. Slow things down for Heath, who puts up the jumper off the mark, and King will come away with the rebound. Some fast-paced offense for both teams to start. Young puts up the layup, won't go, gets his own rebound, and puts it back up for the lay. And that's definitely what the Knights need to do. They're coming straight out, like you said, with the energy, picking up the pace, doing what they can to put points on the board. Now let's see if they can get a stop. Marion missed the three-pointer and a couple offensive rebounds, and Heath puts it back up for the layup.
Heath had the height advantage there. That was a little bit too easy of a rebound for him.
Yeah, he's been an absolute monster in the paint here for Bucks County today. That's his 9th rebound. Meanwhile, McClinton, nice play there to get around the defenders and drive the lane for the two.
Knights still have this to a 4-point game, so they're definitely in it. Just trying to figure out how to get over the hump here and take the lead.
Absolutely need to come away with some stops here on defense. Had a collision there between Henry and Dukes, who was slow to get up, but a little bit of a hobble, but he seems to be okay. It will be...
Looks like it's the Knights ball.
Knights ball. I think it might have been that Henry got called for the foul on Dukes there. And it will be Knights ball now. Now McClinton.
Got to figure out how to take advantage of these turnovers more.
Absolutely. I mean, Bucks County's been giving them plenty of opportunities to capitalize, and just like that, King with another left-handed jumper there from the wing, and he makes this a 2-point game. King almost could have got called for the foul there on Heath. The refs must have missed it. Now Heath, almost getting double teamed there from Young and McClinton. Nothing there. Meanwhile, the pump fake from Alexander drives the lane, finds Morse with a three, but it is off the mark. Wallace comes away with the loose bound rebound. Nice looking to tie this ball game up here inside to Young. And a nice play there from McClinton to find the driving Young, working on Heath for the layup.
Tie game.
And just like that, as you mentioned, the Knights have tied this ball game up. Meanwhile, Alexander missed the layup.
That was a tough bucket.
But Marion, with 3 people in the area, comes away with the offensive rebound and puts up the layup. And that type of stuff cannot happen for the Knights if they want to come back in this one.
Finally got the game tied up, and then they give up the basket just like that.
Wallace puts up the jumper, is well short, but yeah, that sort of thing just can't happen. You have 3 defensive bodies down in the paint, and you have one guy just comes streaking in the rebound. That was Heath on the three-pointer missed. King almost with a terrific finish there, but just a little bit off the mark. Dukes tried to fight for the loose ball, but unfortunately he was the last one to touch it. It will go out of bounds, and it will be Bucks County ball, and Coach Martin will call a timeout.
Calling all gamers, Central Penn College was recently accepted into the National Association of Collegiate Esports. We are now a part of the association that boasts more than 130 schools and over 3,000 student athletes. If you have any interest in the Central Penn Gaming Club or the esports program, please reach out to club advisor Donnie Lewis.
Yep, absolutely. The esports team last couple of years have come away with a couple championships of their own. They've come away with a Rocket League championship. They come away with a Call of Duty championship. Obviously, very, very impressed with how they performed. And meanwhile, again, just want to give a quick shout out again to Weis Markets. Are you searching for new recipes? Visit weismarkets.com or download the mobile app to view thousands of recipes. With this large variety, there's sure to be a new meal for your family will love. Cook something new with Weis Markets. It'll be Bucks County ball. Again, you can always visit centralpennknights.com to view the live stats of the game. So far for Bucks County, Jaquez Heath leading the way with 17 points and 9 rebounds. 1 rebound short of a double-double already. Meanwhile, on Central Penn side, as Morris puts up the 3 and is off the mark, McClinton comes down with the rebound. King, who leads the way with 14 points, finds Wallace in the corner. Now Dukes going to work on Morris. He loses the ball and will be a turnover. And Alexander in the corner for 3 off the mark. King will come down with the rebound.
I was hoping coming out of that timeout they'd have something a little better drawn up.
Yeah, unfortunately they just had a turnover, but luckily another turnover. And Young will get called for the foul. Oh, never mind. It was McClinton who got called for the foul. I was going to say, Young looked like he got all ball there. Was kind of questioning the decision there, but either way, regardless, Morris will head to the line.
Yeah.
First one will be off the mark.
Fortunately, Bucks County's missing a good bit of their free throws so far, so that's helping keep the Knights in the game.
Absolutely. That's been a big factor here. The Knights are the only trailing by 2 here. Harrison checks into the game for Dukes. Morris misses both his rebounds, so I guess you can say ball don't lie there. King looking to go to work, almost loses the ball. And I believe that was Heath who will get called for the foul. I have a couple substitutions for Bucks County. Tyshawn Dukes, Craig Stargell checking into the game. Bucks County with a lot of size out there on the floor right now. Young goes for the 3-pointer, but it is off the mark. Heath dishes off for Alexander.
Oh, man.
And I believe Young tried to draw the charge there, but will not go.
It's good effort.
Absolutely a great effort, but they will come away with the bucket, and then
now
King gets called for the travel. And just like that, that tough transition, a couple unfortunate series of events. Just like that, the Bucks building a little bit of momentum here.
To your point, that was a tough sequence.
Definitely not, things not going the nice way. That was Stargell on the 3-pointer, just off the mark. Walker had just checked into the game for King. Dishes off for Young, and a nice jumper there. Just like that, Knights continue to fight. Pass inside to Heath off the mark. Good defense there from Yiley Young, who comes down with the rebound. Maybe looking to go coast to coast.
Take it all the way.
And just like that, Stargell
gets
called for the blocking foul. A great aggressive play there by Young.
Got the basket going for the and 1.
Absolutely, and he's looking
to
give the Knights a lead here. Free throw just off the mark. Dukes will come down with the rebound. And I believe this is the first time the Knights have had the score be tied since the game started 0-0.
Looks like with the Bucks County turnover, the Knights are going to have a chance here to take the lead.
Stargell was in the corner looking to drive the lane. Gets called for the foul. And it will be Knights ball. Knights have a chance to take their first lead of the ball game.
The Knights have been hanging around for most of the ball game, so let's see if they can finally take the lead.
Absolutely. Bucks County has given them every opportunity to stay in this game. And if you do that, eventually the Knights, with how energetic and greatly they've been playing today, have taken their first lead of the ball game.
What a charge.
And Riley Young takes the charge. And just like that,
big momentum shift.
Almost all momentum, as you just mentioned, is on the Knights side. About 14 minutes left to go here in this one. Knights lead it by 2.
Now the objective is to try to keep adding to the lead.
Absolutely. They've come out of the locker room on fire. Young puts up the 3, but off the mark. McClinton gets it back, and he makes the 3. Knights now lead it by 5. And everything now going the Knights' way.
Over and back?
Oh. Over and back there by Bucks. And it will be Knights ball now. And as we mentioned earlier, just a couple unfortunate breaks for the Knights. Things were not going their way, and now almost everything is going the Knights' way here as they take a 5-point lead. The timeout is called.
Are you in a hurry and can't figure out what to have for dinner? Stop by your local Weis Markets, where we offer quick, easy, and convenient meals for you and your family. Pick up a bucket of chicken or check out our Friday pizza deals. For every 5 pizzas you purchase, you'll get the 6th pizza for free. This includes both cheese and one-topping pizzas. Visit weismarkets.com/deli for more information.
Absolutely. Again, want to thank Weis Markets for sponsoring the broadcast. I'll tell you what, Tyler, some bucket of chicken and some pizza would sound great for a championship Sunday today.
Yes, it does. Can't disagree with you there.
Knights lead it by 5. Just shy of 14 minutes left to go here in the ball game.
Let's see what the Knights have drawn up here coming out of the timeout. Looking to add to this 5-point lead.
Absolutely. Young in the corner for 3 off the mark. Walker comes away with the rebound. A nice hustle play there. Almost a steal. Harrison comes away with the loose ball. Still a loose ball. Harrison again fighting for it. McClinton and the jump. Wow. An absolutely chaotic transition there that ends in 2 more points for the Knights.
It was nice to see them get those points after how much they were fighting there.
Absolutely. Riddle kind of lost the handle on the ball there. Will go out of bounds, but it will remain Bucks ball. But man, I'll tell you what, they were just it seemed like every single person on the court was trying to go for that ball just in the air, and the Knights came away with it.
Well, Bucks County can't really buy a basket right now, so all the momentum's on the Knights side.
No, they can't. Absolutely everything has been swinging the Knights' way here. Harrison, almost a steal there by Riddle. Tried to force the turnover, but instead will get called for the foul.
See the Knights keep adding.
They're going to look to do exactly that.
Keep playing with the high energy level that they've had so far, and they should have a good shot to pull out this win.
Absolutely need to keep the foot on the gas pedal. McClinton tried to avoid a backcourt violation there, and he did a good job at that. Now Wallace for 3. Slightly off the mark. Marion comes down with the rebound. A nice pass there to Stargell, won't get it to go, but Dukes is there for the offensive rebound and the easy layup. And that is the first 2 points for Bucks County in a couple of minutes here. Hopefully the Knights
trying to respond.
Maintain their momentum, but just like that, Bucks County forces the turnover. I'm not quite sure who on the Knights got called for the foul there. I believe it might have been Riley Young. Definitely don't want to get into foul trouble here in such a close game. Need to keep this hot lineup out there. Couple misses, couple offensive rebounds, and the Knights will come away with the ball.
Bring those rebounds down.
Absolutely. If you keep giving Bucks County opportunities like that on the offensive side, they're going to eventually put balls into the basket. We need to clean that up here a little bit. Knights kind of slowing down the pace a little bit. McClinton finds Walker in the corner. Now McClinton was looking to drive the lane, and the steal there, Stargell had to put a hand on the ball, caused the turnover, and then Riddle with a nice finish there, and just like that, has brought it back to a 3-point game.
And now the Knights really need the basket here.
Absolutely any way possible. Wallace went for the three, could not get it to go. Walker tried to get the rebound, but no dice, and just like that.
Timeout.
Another nice pass there. Henry with the finish. Coach Martin is forced to call the timeout there as they only lead it by 1 with 11 minutes. And man, what looked like they were starting to pull away with a lead there, Bucks County has brought it right back.
Need an on-the-go breakfast or snack? Swing by Weis Markets and pick up some fresh in-store cut fruit. Weis Markets also offers large pre-cut fruit platters for family gatherings or parties. Also want to give a quick shout out to the SGA, Central Penn Student Government Association. They are the voice for all students, those living on campus, those studying online, and those who are returning to continue their education. SGA is here to make your time at Central Penn College the best experience possible. You can contact SGA with any questions, comments, or concerns by emailing sga@centralpenn.edu. So it will be Knights ball after the layup from Henry. Bucks County was definitely building a lot of momentum there before Coach Martin called the timeout. It's a good timeout usage there.
Absolutely a great timeout usage.
Bucks County on a 6-0 run. Cut that Knights lead down to just 1 now.
The Knights needed to find any way possible to try and stop this momentum that Bucks has built up here.
And some points here out of the timeout would be huge.
Just like that, King was trying to go inside to Young. Riddle had the slap of the ball there, but Knights maintained possession. McClinton in the corner, puts up the jumper and the made. And a nice shot there, a nice job from McClinton to put points on the board. Meanwhile, on the other side, Stargell in the corner for 3, and just like that, after having their lead for the first time in the game for a few short minutes, Bucks County has tied this game back up. McClinton with the turnover. Henry driving the lane, and McClinton with the clear foul there. And Bucks County looking to take the lead back.
That was a sloppy possession.
And McClinton looked like he was trying to find someone on the wing, but just threw it right at Jeremy Henry's face. An easy steal for him there.
Well, Dalton, 59-59 in 10 minutes. Could have a good finish to this game.
Absolutely. It's been a great contest up to this point. Hopefully the finish can be just as exciting as this entire game has been so far. And of course, obviously, we hope the Knights come away with a win. Henry will make one of his 2 free throws. And just like that, Bucks have taken the lead back. Knights need to get anything. McClinton with a nice jumper there. And I feel like now, almost like we had a little bit there at the end of the first half, some back and forth action from both teams.
Knights need that lockdown defense right now.
Absolutely.
Don't want to be trading baskets.
Dukes with the pull-up jumper as well. Off the mark, McClinton comes down with the rebound. Knights looking to extend this lead any way possible. McClinton, another jump fake.
Nice ball movement.
Finds Wallace in the corner. He also fakes it. McClinton won't fake it this time, and this time it will go. A 3-pointer there from McClinton. Last 2 possessions, he has scored all of the points for the Knights, and he has single-handedly taken the lead back here.
Just like that, back to a 4-point Knights lead. 9 minutes left in the game.
And as we mentioned earlier, they need to keep the foot on the gas pedal, keep getting stops on defense.
Get those rebounds.
Yep, Riddle went for the corner three, was off the mark. Knights came away with the rebound. Need to keep the pressure on if you're the Knights. That's King for the jumper, a little bit long and off the mark. And Riddle comes down with the rebound. Riddle, fake. Oh, the three-pointer there from Stargell off the mark. More offensive rebounds. And again,
3 opportunities.
That has been the Knights' bugaboo today.
Not only the basket, but the and one now, too.
Yep, Young gets called for the foul there. Heath looking to complete a 3-point play, and that is just something that you cannot have happen if you're the Knights looking to maintain this lead. You cannot keep giving them that many opportunities under the rim.
It's those types of plays that are going to keep Bucks County in this game.
Absolutely. Moultrie has checked into the game for Riley Young.
Now it's only a 1-point Knights lead.
Yep, just like that. In a matter of seconds, this is a 1-point game again.
Seems like they pull away by a few points, and then Bucks County's right back in it.
Yep, seems to be both teams' MO today, where they kind of pull away with the lead, and then a couple sloppy possessions brings it right back. Harrison had the jumper there, went off the mark, and now Henry with the jumper of his own, also off the mark. McClinton comes away with the rebound. Moultrie loses the ball, and Henry with the easy layup. And once again, Bucks County has taken the lead back.
That was a bad turnover there at midcourt.
Absolutely.
Gotta clean those up.
Costly turnover there from Moultrie. McClinton looking to go to work, passes inside to Moultrie on the double team, puts the layup up, and a nice finish there. And I feel like we might be having a shootout here to end this ball game. Knights lead 66-65, but just like that, Keith again with another three-pointer, and just like that, they take the lead right back.
Big man knocking down the 3.
Moultrie for 3 off the mark. Tyshawn Dukes comes down with the rebound. Henry, Harrison, I thought that he got all ball there, but I think there was a little bit of contact, and he will get called for the foul, and it will send Henry to the free throw line. And when you're having back and forth action like both the Knights and Bucks County were having there, you can't afford to have empty possessions.
Yep, those possessions are going to be what stands out here at the end of the game.
Make both free throws, extend Bucks County's lead to 4. Take a look here. The team comparison so far, pretty even. Obviously everything other than the scoreboard, but even still a very close game. Harrison in the corner. But the turnovers, Central Penn with 12, Bucks County with 11, so pretty even. Moultrie with a nice finish there. The points all turnovers as well, 19-18 Central Penn. Rebounds though, Bucks County leads the way 41-37, so pretty even.
Fairly close all the way around.
But in the key stats that you need to win the battle in, Bucks County is winning, and because of that, after the Heath 3, they take a 5-point lead. This is Harrison for the three-pointer off the mark. Easy rebound for Heath.
Heath doing a little bit of it all right now. There's another long
Puts up
shot.
another 3 off the mark. McClinton comes down with it. I think that might have been a little bit of a heat check there for Heath.
I was going to say, if you're Central Penn, you'll take those.
And McClinton, no contact, just loses the ball. Alexander with the easy steal goes right down the court for the easy layup. And Bucks County forces Martin to call another timeout. They're starting to pull away a little bit here. 75-68. Knights trail, just shy of 6 minutes left to go.
Weis Markets is proud to be an American-owned and operated company since 1912. We make our own ice cream and source our milk locally in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. Weis Markets also has its own meat processing plant in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. We keep our operations local to ensure great, fresh, Weis quality products for our customers.
Yep, once again, let's give a shout out to Weis Markets for sponsoring the broadcast here. Take a look at the individual stats. Again, you can always check centralpennknights.com to look at the live stats for all of our games. For Bucks County, Dequeese East has been an absolute force on both sides of the ball, as we mentioned, 26 points with 14 rebounds. And it seems like a lot of those have been on the offensive side and have kept Bucks County alive and given them multiple opportunities to put points on the board. Meanwhile, Henry with 15 points of his own, Octavia Alexander with 9, Marion with 8. For Central Penn, Anthony McClinton leads the way with 19 points and 9 rebounds of his own. He also having a terrific performance today. Deshaun King with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and Riley Young 14 points of his own with 6 rebounds, but also 4 fouls. So it's definitely going to be something that Knights have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Dalton, that's been one of the biggest issues we've been talking all game is the second chance opportunities the Knights are giving up. They got to improve on their boxing out.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Moultrie puts up the long-range three. It'll be off the mark, and Dukes will come down with the rebound.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Knights are struggling to score right now when they need it most.
Yep, Dukes. A little bit of a spin move there and gets the basket to go. Take a quick look at the foul trouble. Riley Young with 4, Anthony McClinton with 3 on Central Penn side. Meanwhile, for Bucks County, they have kept it relatively clean. Meanwhile, Moultrie almost could have get called for a lot of contact down there. Layup won't go. And Dukes, and I believe that was Young who got called for the foul.
Yeah, that's frustrating because Moultrie on the other end didn't get the call, but then you see Bucks County getting the foul on the other end.
And unfortunately, that will be Riley Young's, I believe, if that is on him, that will be his 5th foul of the game. And just like that, Riley Young has fouled out of this ball game. An unfortunate turn for the Knights. That is definitely a big offensive and defensive presence there that the Knights will be without. Down 9 points with 5 minutes left to go in this game.
Tough blow for the Knights. Gonna have to find a way to overcome this. Now back down 10 points. With only 5 minutes left in the game.
Dukes makes the first free throw, and as I was mentioning right before that last transition, Bucks County has kept it very clean with the fouls. The most fouls that anyone has on their team is 2. So they have a lot to play with if Central Penn wants to try and come back in this game. King looked like he was having that idea, tried to drive the lane. Some very heavy contact there, and he will draw the foul and head to the line.
Making these free throws at this point of the game is pretty crucial. Need any of the free points you can get into being down double digits.
Absolutely. Any way possible you can to try and scratch and claw at this lead. It's absolutely massive. We have Harrison checking into the game for Moultrie. And outside of Riley Young, Central Penn has their full starting lineup on the court.
Fortunately, the free throw was missed, but they're going to get the ball back here. chance to get another 2 or 3 points.
Absolutely need to come away with any kind of points here. Dukes going up for the layup. Off the mark, Harrison tried to wrangle in the loose ball, but he could not do so. Bucks coming right back down the floor. Alexander with the layup. And Bucks County starting to pull away here. Now lead it by 11 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game.
And Knights offense is unfortunately going silent here at the wrong point of the game.
Yeah, it seemed like they used a lot of their offensive energy and luck there earlier on in this half.
Just a few minutes ago they had a lead, and now they're down 11 like that quick.
Yeah, Bucks County has been absolutely enveloping on the defensive side. Meanwhile, on the offensive side, Duke's there with the layup, and they are just continuing to stretch this lead. They now lead it by 13. And now Wallace with the turnover. Riddle. The steal and the layup extends the lead even further. And the Knights will call another timeout. And man, this has just been an absolute unfortunate series of events. Knights were going back and forth there with Bucks County, and now they trail by 15. Tyler, I mean, we've spoken about it. You give them a bunch of offensive rebounds. You keep giving them opportunities to score points, and then on the offensive side, you've just been having too many empty possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, we touched on that all game. You know, they've been having issues with their boxing out and giving Bucks County too many second chance opportunities, and that just does not go well when you're struggling on the offensive end. And unfortunately, that's been a big factor into this 15-point deficit. And there's still some time to come back, but their offense got to really pick it up and get going again.
Absolutely. Need to get draw up any bit of energy that they can. Try and get, obviously you can't afford to have any turnovers, no empty possessions, and you need to get as many stops as possible. Definitely need to pick up the pace here.
Yeah, it's got to start here coming out of the timeout.
Yep, King going to work. Goes for the finish, and it is off the mark, and Dukes will come down with the rebound. Meanwhile, on the other side, Henry, some fancy ball handling there. Dukes got the rebound, tried to put it back up, and will draw the foul. Dukes, I believe, had a strand of hair there come out of his head. Definitely one of the weirder things I've ever seen happen at one of our games.
I'm not sure he got the foul call, so I'm not kind of curious on what else he's asking for.
He was kind of grabbing at his forehead there with the dread coming out, but he seems to be okay as he makes the first free throw. Now Darius Wallace has checked out of this game. Verzi Moundziho has checked in for him. But Dukes comes away with both free throws after the foul.
At a point in the game here, Knights need to score pretty much in every possession, and that's not going to help there.
Absolutely. Moundziho had a wide open look for the layup there, but unfortunately could not get it to go. And that's been kind of the Knights' MO down the stretch. Just can't find anything to get in the basket. Meanwhile, it seems like Bucks County has been making everything as Riddle makes another jumper.
Yeah, Bucks County's pretty much getting everything to fall, and the Knights offense has gone silent.
Yep, meanwhile King, nice play there to drive the lane, not afraid of the contact, and puts up the 2.
You've got to think Bucks County at this point is just looking to drain a little bit of the clock, only 2.5 minutes left. Big double-digit lead.
Yep, they're going to drain as much clock as they possibly can. Dukes with the mismatch there on McClinton with the easy layup. Just shy of 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game. Knights trail 90-71. King went for the long-range 3. It is off the mark. And again, the lack of offensive rebounding here for the Knights down the stretch has cost them to lose this one. Henry arguing that he kept his pivot foot down, but he gets called for the travel, and now Bucks having a lot of substitutions here. Bucks County team getting a little bit of a little altercation here with the student section in the corner as Walker goes right down and has the layup.
A lot of yelling back and forth going on right now.
But Bucks, obviously with the easy comeback, just point to the scoreboard to let them know.
Yeah, that's...
Can't really argue with that. It's Duke.
It's unfortunate because it's just not that long ago. Central Penn had a lead. They were in the game.
And again, this is kind of sort of like the script and MO the Knights we've seen at a lot of these home games where they're competing for a long time as Dukes. An unfortunate turnover there, but they're competing for a long stretch of game, and then they just run out of gas at the wrong moment, and then the other team just pulls away.
And unfortunately, this turned into a double-digit lead quick, too, for Bucks County.
Mount Ziho for three. It is off the mark. Well, with just about a minute left to go in the game, Dukes with a wide-open layup. And again, Bucks County with seemingly no mercy just keep on extending the lead. They now lead it by 21 with a minute left to go in this game. Well, with just a minute left to go, Knights trailing by 21. I think it is now time to name the Weis Markets Player of the Game. We've had a couple people that have had very solid performances, as that ball will go out of bounds. It will remain Knights ball, but the Weis Markets Player of the Game will go to Anthony McClinton. 19 points. 9 rebounds. He was 1 rebound short of a double-double, so a very solid performance. Moultrie with the layup. But yeah, Anthony McClinton, a very solid performance, comes away with the Weis Markets Player of the Game.
Yeah, give McClinton a ton of credit. He tried to carry the team on his back. Just unfortunately didn't go in the Knights' favor today, but gotta love the effort that he had.
Absolutely. Also got to give a shout out to Deshaun King, who had 17 points with 6 rebounds. Also, Riley Young had 14 points before he fouled out of this game, so definitely solid performances from them. But unfortunately, I think I'd like to say, there again, keep giving them chances with those offensive rebounds. They come away with more points, but I think I'd like to say that even though a couple players had solid performances, I think they'd rather come away with a win. Unfortunately, that will not be the case here today. Yep, and Bucks County will just hold on to the ball. Walker comes away with the steal there.
Oh, wow.
Misses the layup, but will draw the foul and head to the free throw line with 9 seconds left to go here in this game. Walker will make his first of 2. And he has made both. Now, 9 seconds left of the game. Bucks County will seemingly hold on to the ball and drain the remainder of this clock. Never mind. That was Elyada putting up a shot. Dukes try to put up a last-minute bucket. It will not fall, but it does not matter. Bucks County come away with the 96-79 win, and man, a very close back-and-forth contest for a large majority of this game. And then in the last 10 minutes or so, Bucks County just pulled away, and there was no coming back for the Knights. Tyler, I know we spoke on sort of some of the things. What did you see there that ended up costing the Knights the game?
Yeah, Dalton, that was unfortunate. You know, so like just about 10 minutes ago, the Knights had a lead and their offense just went silent at the wrong part of the game. And, you know, it's hard to believe that this score ended up being what it was. But, you know, I like the effort that they had most of the game. So, you know, you at least can take that away, that they gave it all they had. And, you know, hopefully they'll be able to turn it around and get it going next game.
Absolutely. They played a terrific first 30 minutes of the game, but unfortunately lost a little bit of gas the last 10 minutes, and they will take another loss. Well, once again, we just want to thank everyone, again, for viewing the broadcast. I'm Dalton Koller, again, Tyler Coleman on the call as well. Professor Paul Miller on production, the call in the women's game. We will see you later for the next game.